Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Booze and Chill Buzzcast podcast live. Today we are unwebbing some conspiracy theories of all kinds and styles, from stuff that we think we know, but we actually know it's true. So please put it in the comment section whether you're going to be in the live or the replay, what you guys think, what theories you guys have. Let me know in the comments, or you can go ahead and give me a call and we can go ahead and talk in real time. This does not apply in the replay. So without further ado, let's get right on to these conspiracy theories. Let's dive down this rabbit hole together, shall we? Let's go. What up? What up, people? Welcome to Booze and Chill Podcast live. Like I mentioned, how's it going, folks? Welcome. This is the season finale. I've been counting these down for the past 2 days now, and yeah, this is the way that I'm gonna end season 4 of the podcast with this here very live. And like I've been mentioning, we are going to be unwebbing some conspiracy theories. I'm actually prepping to start talking some stuff, and I already see somebody on here. What's up, Sir Alex? What's going on, man? This was kind of like your doing, those conversations we were having, and I thought, you know what? Why the shit not? Right? Why the shit not? And of course, I got to give a shout out to you, my good sir, as well as the other Patreon members. Let's go ahead and start with this here podcast, live podcast. Let's see, what should we start with? I figure that maybe we can start with something a little bit more. We'll start small, and then we'll go ahead and jump right onto more, I guess, more broader stuff, more serious stuff, I guess I could say. Let's go ahead and start with, all right, I've got like about 10 things here that we can actually jump right into. And of course, I've got to put this out, and I always forget these little details here. Let's see who we have. Yeah, agree. And what we're going to be doing today, like I said, talking conspiracy theories, all kinds, from small to big ones, giggity. And also, you can go ahead and join in the live chat, and or you can go ahead and call into this number. I finally got this. Not that I fixed it or anything like that. I just simply found a solution. So now you guys can actually call in and we can actually talk in real time. Just making sure my shite is working properly here. And we should be on. We should be on. I think so. Yeah, we should be on. Cool. So, let's start with something. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this number on the screen for a little bit, so in case you guys actually want to call in. And I got to, because there's been issues with like Facebook and stuff like that. So if you are on Facebook, please head on to these other socials so you can actually get involved. If you actually have a good story or good theory that you got to get out of your chest, please join in. Please join in. Okay, let's start with something very, very, very simple. So I've picked out random, I guess we can say TikTok conspiracies. That's like not my go-to, but I noticed that there's a lot of conspiracy nuts in TikTok. So it was very easy to just kind of like pick and choose. Not easy to pick and choose, but just like this just filled. It's like it's got TikTok's got its own category of just conspiracy theorist. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna use this shit and just kind of go with that. And so that's what I did. That's what I did. So let's see. Let's start again. Start with something a little bit simple. Oh, shout out to Stephanie Mendoza watching an Instagram. What's going on, girl? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'll go ahead and give you hello there. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can like multitask because I can't show the Instagram comments in StreamYard. They haven't done anything about that. What's going on, Stephanie? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully the timing is right when with Instagram and everything going on. But what's going on? Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's start with the small stuff, guys. Let's start with this one is under trippy conspiracy theories, and these are very small things. These are just things that kind of like stuff that when you take a puff out of a joint and it's like, what if kind of moments. That's kind of what these what's what I think of these, because they're so small. They're very again, just very small theories. So let's start with one of those. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna switch you. No, actually, no. I'm gonna keep you here. I'm trying to like get comfortable with all my stuff here. But anyways, let's start with this one. And of course, I'm gonna do how I usually do it whenever there's a video clip. I am gonna break them down to avoid copyright stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and let's start talking conspiracies.
Conspiracy theories. What if
I totally forgot that I need my goddamn headphones. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. In fact, I'm gonna start it over, and I'm gonna keep it like that. Yeah. Sipping the tea while I do this. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go.
trippy conspiracy theories? What if stars are cameras from
Also, trippy. Hence the joint and getting whatever.
aliens and we are a zoo or an experiment?
That, like well, sorry, sipping on the tea. See what I mean? Simple stuff like that. But what if? What if though, right? Like, what if all the stars are just cameras just pointing at you? Let's just say, and we're just like a giant, like the world is just a giant zoo for like these like, I don't know, beings of some sort, and they just like, look at us through camera lenses, hence the stars. That's one. And I don't know, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of this one? Let's keep playing this one.
What if oxygen is actually poisonous and takes us 70 to 100 years to affect us?
That one's also trippy. Because I mean, think about it. What is the lifespan of a human being? Exactly how much did you say? 70, 80 to 100 years old? I mean, be a man. That's called Truman Show theory. What's going on, Josh? Slippery in the house. Got Slippery and Alex. What's going on, man? What's going on? Got the line working, just so you know. And as well as everybody, letting everybody know that the lines are on. They are hot and ready, just like this fucking tea. Oh, but it's good though. It's kind of something that I didn't want to have, especially after a hot fucking day, but it's actually hitting real nice. And plus, I've been drinking liquid deaths and a shit ton of water, so a little bit of flavor. You know what I mean? A little bit of flavor. Let's keep playing this shit.
What if there are really aliens disguised as humans and they're spying on us, plotting the perfect time to strike?
That has pretty much been proven for how long now? The government just announced that they are real. So they are in fact among us. They are in fact among us. That's a lot of cameras. No, I know, dude. I know. Shit. That's like that's I don't know. I don't even know what to think of that. Well, what to say about that. Conspiracy. Liquid death is water from the garden hose in a can. Bro. Man, you leave liquid death alone. I love liquid death, especially the flavored waters. Oh my god. Forget it. Forget about it. Forget about it, man. Forget about it. But all right. Let's see what's going on here. He's talking about the movie Independence Day. Um the one of them being Among Us. I was for that theory, I'm thinking more lines of They Live. I love that fucking movie. It's the shit. Let's keep playing this thing.
What if every time you hear that voice in your head telling you not to do something, it's your future self warning you because they already know the outcome? What if
That one, that one I get it. That one I get. It's I've been seeing Alien Invasion. I mean, we already know it's coming. You hear that? We know it's coming. We know. But yeah. Ron Alan. What's going on, sir? Rolling the or here there's more M's and O's in this one, so it's more like Ramona. But I get it. I get it, man. What's going on, Ron, aka Cybernetic Shark from the MCU Bleeding Edge? What's up, man? And yeah, how she mentioned the whole the voice in your head being the future you, possibly for another dimension. There's theories about that. And in fact, there's I should have brought in that one. There's this one tick. I don't want to say TikToker because technically he's not he's human, but it's like it's like this bald guy and he like channels his this higher being or the it's him but in a higher form from like I don't know what year in the future, and he kind of just like and he gets all this group of people, right, in a fucking room or stadium or whatever, and he kind of just sits down in a chair and he just closes his eyes, and I don't know how long it takes him, but I'm pretty sure they like edit that part out, and he just starts like almost kind of like he's like suiting up or some shit, and then suddenly he'll just start talking. Like I don't personally know the guy, so I don't know if he's actually like um he gets smarter or he already is smart. He just kind of like you know tricking everybody, I guess. I don't know, but I should have got a clip from that guy. I should have done that. Plus, apparently, according to him, we're gonna have contact with actual aliens in 2026 or 2027. Fuck, I should have gotten that clip, bro. I should have gotten that clip. But anywho, conspiracy. Liquid death is flavored with half of dissolved Skittle. You bring up a lot of Skittles. Is that like a thing? Is that your thing? A lot of Skittles, sir. A lot of Skittles.
if you're the only person on Earth and the rest of the population you see is just your imagination playing tricks on you?
That's kind of up there with the. Excuse me. That's kind of up there with the. I guess everybody being in a simulation. Kind of that would be it, right? Because you're saying everybody you're the only real one and everybody else is just like not completely or not there at all. So again, that kind of falls into the category of if that theory about being in a simulation. So except, you know, I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that simulation theory? Do you think is this entire is me right now, what you're looking at? Am I even real? Am I? I think I am. I'm pretty sure I am. But yeah, that's one.
What
Another
if
one.
our life is a video game and
Another one.
every time you start a new year, you start a new level? As the game progresses, the level gets harder and harder to manage. Those who die have completed their game.
Why do we have to die to complete the game? Like why is that? I get the new year starts a new level. That makes sense cuz that's just kind of how life is, I guess. Like it gets difficult in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. I guess really depending on how you go about it. So I get that. I like that one. I like that one. Again, these are just the simple ones. We're gonna get a little bit heavier, and as we go. So again, leave it in the comments, join the live chat, or call in and let me know what theories do you all have. Let's keep this shit going, guys.
What if we were all bad people in our past life and this is a form of hell? That's why doing the wrong thing is so easy. It's in our nature. Trippy conspiracy
Hmm. I'm gonna play that last part one more time. I wasn't paying 100% attention to that one. Where was I? I think it was right
their
here. There we
game.
go.
What if we were all bad people in our past life and this is a form of hell? That's why doing the wrong thing is so easy. It's in our nature.
I guess that's one way to look at it, right? I think. I think you start a new level when it's your birthday. That's another way to go about it. Or your birthday is like a level up. Well, I guess it depends where your birthday lands. Because if your birthday lands like on the 1st of January or December the 31st, then that's like, damn, that's like a new level and a level up, and like I don't know, some achievement all at the same time. Because there's too much going on when you think of it that way. But like, what would it be? Your birthday or the end of the year? See, these are the things. These are the things that make you think, guys. These are the things that make you think. But anywho, okay, I'm gonna get rid of this number for a little bit, and then we'll bring it up again in a little bit. And just to remind, because sometimes there is issues with no, I'm sorry, with Facebook. Please head on over to any of these socials. If you're noticing that I'm not responding on Facebook, please join in. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. And let's go ahead and check Instagram here. Stephanie, let me know if you're still in there, Stephanie Mendoza. Let me know if you're still around, still watching. Hopefully, again, this live is caught up and you're actually right on point. And anyways, next one. Let's see. The next one I'm gonna go ahead and say maybe we did trippy conspiracies. Again, we're starting small. We're starting small. So let's do because let's start we're going from small, right? So what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is I'm gonna do something along the lines of cartoonish, and this one is from this is called this hidden SpongeBob theory. um Shout out to all my SpongeBob fans out there. So this one is a theory that there's a certain episode. I think they explain which one it is. No, they show what it is. So there's an episode in SpongeBob where they what's the word I'm looking for here? They subliminal. That's the word I'm looking for. So they subliminally show the secret to the Krabby Patty. So they show the Krabby Patty formula, and they show it, and I was like, what then the butt shit? That probably didn't make any sense, but the fact that they subliminally showed what it was, and you're like, what in the hell? And it also makes sense. And I'm just gonna play it right now, but first I'm gonna see what's going on the thing here. I'm ready, says Alex. This is crazy news. What in the butt shit? It's just those moments where you don't really think about it and it just fucking happens. So sorry. Sorry. Anyways, let's go ahead and play this here. This one was called this hidden SpongeBob theory. Let's play this shit, guys.
Subliminal message in SpongeBob
No way.
showing what the Krabby Patty formula is.
What was it? Let me see.
Do you remember that episode with SpongeBob and they're like Neanderthals?
I kind of sort of remember that episode, sort of, but because it's been a while since I've seen SpongeBob. Anybody still watch SpongeBob or seen like a lot of I'm thinking YouTube where what do they call that? Reruns. That's the word I'm looking for. Reruns. Anybody still watch SpongeBob reruns? I don't know if this is from the newest stuff or from the old stuff, but I recall seeing Caveman, Neanderthal, SpongeBob, and Patrick's every now and again. But let's go ahead and see what up.
SpongeGar and Patar.
yeah,
Remember that?
Patar, yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much there was subliminal messaging and showing what the true recipe is. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the video.
Let me see.
But it shows SpongeBob and Patrick.
Are you guys ready? I haven't seen SpongeBob in a long time. No, for real. It's like that's why I'm asking. Like anybody out there still watching SpongeBob? Because like, I kind of sort of not that I gave up, but well, maybe I did. I don't know. Like SpongeBob started, changing just like any cartoon would, right? And I don't know. At some point, it starts losing its zing, right? It's magic. It's just it just wasn't really the same. Also, the animation, I don't know what it is, but the animation when it started compared to how it looks like now, it's like not even close. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's keep playing this shit.
As Neanderthals, they're cooking food to eat, right?
Okay.
Check this out. He said, "Don't eat the stick." Look, check.
Oh, look at that. This is episode 14, season 3, 2004. Are you fucking with me right now, or is this for real? Is this for real? Do we have like the hardcore SpongeBob fan up in here? That's what's going on.
This out. A crab walks by, right? Mr. Krabs type beat. Steps on it, pokes it with a stick,
And he eats it. Yeah,
He
I remember
cooks
this.
it.
Yeah.
and he eats it. And what's the reaction? It's amazing.
Okay.
Right? So that's a
It's amazing, man. Did you see that shit? See that shit? I know cartoons. Oh, okay. Oh. Sorry, bro. Sorry. That's cool, man. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna put this number. Hopefully the number will not block me because I am shrinking myself so we can enlarge the video clip. So let's see. Yeah, it totally blocks me. You know what? I'm gonna take it off for a bit so we can actually do this. Or you know what? We'll keep it on, and I'm just gonna do this. Boom. Let's go.
first part. Later in the episode, Patrick goes and looks for more crabs to eat, right? And right after this scene, what does SpongeBob do? He draws a Krabby Patty in the sand and makes a burger.
Bro. See that? You see that? I probably could have kept that going too. So there you have it. The secret formula to the Krabby Patty was none other than Mr. Krabs' own species, which kind of sort of explains, because if you think about it in the cartoon, how many other crabs would you see besides Mr. Krabs' mom and maybe like one or two other ones? Like those were like probably the ones that these underwater things would just spare just because they knew Mr. Krabs. That's bugged. This episode is 20 years old and people are making TikToks about it. Dang. There you go. Got a hardcore cartoon fan that says this is oh, we got some more comments. The burger was made out of sand, so the secret formula is sand. Uh it was both. It was sand and Stephanie Mendoza, she went from Instagram to YouTube. What's going on, Stephanie? I see you, Alex. Oh, what's going on, Steph? What's going on? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Uh, yeah, here what we're doing is, oh, here, got another one, got another one. That would make Mr. Krabs a cannibal. Yes, it would. It would. We got people who know each other here. Awesome, awesome. But yeah, that would make Mr. Krabs a fucking cannibal, man. Like, and like I said, everybody, all the sea friends or whatever, were just kind of like sparing those very little handful of crabs that were around. Because again, I think they only got spared only because they were close to Mr. Krabs, which leads me to questioning what the fuck was Mr. Krabs doing with a whale daughter. Then that's like Donkey and the Dragon. You know what I mean? Like how like how? That's where would that sex tape be, right? Where would that sex tape be? But anywho, 23, chug something. Oh man, this is the podcast, sir. If you want me to chug anything, which if you want me to chug anything, that's gonna have to be tomorrow's live, sir. Which now that you bring that up, sir, to what I'm drinking tomorrow is not chuggable. And if you have been around for stuff that I would just politely tell you that I won't be chugging, then you probably have an idea what it is. Let me know in the comments if you who's a true MVP here. If you know the answer, put it. Let me know. True MVPs. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Anyways, so that was the hidden SpongeBob theory. We now know. Finally, well, according to my buddy Josh, who's in the chat right now, says that he knew because he knows his cartoons, or he might have forgotten. I'm not sure. What's going on, man? Telling 53 something isn't chuggable is not a smart move. Yeah, that's scary, man. That's scary. That's scary. And you know what? I haven't once pointed out to the people who are listening to this podcast. Which, by the way, for those of you who are in the live chat, who are in this moment right now, this audio podcast will not be out till maybe tomorrow. Again, this is the season finale, the end of season 4, talking conspiracy theories. And speaking of, let's move on to the next one, shall we? We did a trippy conspiracy theories. We did the hidden SpongeBob theory. We now know the secret to the Krabby Patty. And now let's do, as like I say, where it's gonna get deeper and deeper, man. It's gonna get deeper. Let's do how I said that I'm getting most of these stuff from TikTok, because again, TikTok has its own category for just conspiracy theorists. So this is kind of where I'm getting all of these clips from, TikTok. So we're going to talk about just that. We're going to talk about TikTok. This one's called the TikTok. What TikTok is hiding from you. Sorry. What TikTok is hiding from you. And it's not so much of a theory, because I mean, there was this whole ordeal about this, and I'm pretty sure everybody who's here and everybody who fucking owns a phone has heard about this. The whole banning of TikTok. And if you heard about it, you know why they're trying very hard to get rid of it. So If you know, you know, and if you don't, well, you are about to find out, man. So let's go ahead and play this thing.
God, I read TikTok's terms of service. Oh my God. I'm going to read you this because this is so crazy.
Is it good or bad?
Bad.
When somebody reacts like, oh my God. Oh. No, what? I don't think the first thing would say like good or bad. Like, I don't know. That's just me. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna keep playing this.
Listen to this. This is from TikTok's privacy policy.
All right.
We collect certain information about the device you use to access the platform, such as your IP address, user region, user agent, mobile carrier, time.
Look at all, and it keeps going, guys. It keeps fucking going. Again, this is just little pieces as to why they're trying to get rid of this fucking app. But yet here we are, right? Here we are, or here I am using clips from TikTok. Well, to be quite honest with you, these clips were brought in from TikTok, but into YouTube. Because YouTube is the way to go, my friends. But yeah, this is just a little taste of why these people are trying to ban TikTok.
Zone settings, identifiers for advertising purpose, model of your device, the device system, network type, device IDs, your screen resolution and operating.
Your fucking screen resolution. Like, why do you even want to know that? Like, honestly. I just saw your message here, Stephanie, watching on YouTube now. Because that's the way to go, man. That's the way to go. Thank you. Thank you for switching and still keep what's called watching. Thank you so much. Let's keep playing this shit.
System, app and file names and types, keystroke patterns or rhythms, which means they know every fucking thing you type.
Wow.
See, that one's fucked up. Like, you can't even like sext. Is that what they call it now? You can't sexy text anymore because the Chinese are gonna be like, oh, look at that. Look what he said. Look what he said he gonna do to her. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn. Like, mind your own goddamn business. It's my booty call. What Joe and a lot of people don't realize, all social apps do this. It's just that this one is Chinese owned. Americans are okay with being spied on as long as it's other Americans. Yeah, I kind of realized that too. I even did a podcast on this too, where I said just that, and also because this was before, I think, the whole banning of TikTok thing. What's his face, the CEO from Facebook, was actually in court because there was pictures of little girls being spread around inappropriately, and in this courtroom were the parents of these little girls, and the guy telling him like, dude, like this is so and so happened all through your fucking app. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, the family is sitting right behind you. Turn around, apologize to them, and tell them what it is you're gonna do to help them out. The guy like turned around and with the most blankest fucking like sorry I've ever heard in my life. Like, it didn't mean shit. Like, wiping his ass meant more than that sorry that he said, dude. So yeah, like I said, it happens with any ads, but like you mentioned here, Josh, that as long as they're one of ours, it's fine. So, I don't get it. I don't get it. In other words, no privacy. Oh yeah, dude, no privacy at all. Freaking Chinese, like, I can't even send dick pics in peace anymore. God damn it. God damn it. You ever made a Facebook or search any naughty websites? They already got you. Oh yeah. Yeah. Not even incognito works apparently. So it's like, why is it even there? Like why? But yeah, whatever. Let's keep playing this shit, man.
Battery state, audio settings, and connected audio devices. By audio settings, that means it has access to your microphone. That means it's listening to you, right?
Just tell me how it is.
That last one about the microphones, any app does that. I mean, think about it. Haven't you just like ever just like you're like out with a friend or family member and you guys are having this conversation about whatever, and then that same day or just a couple minutes or the next day you get an ad trying to like sell you that exact thing that you were talking about, or you're talking about like, oh, vacationing to so and so, and then boom, hits you with an ad, with a traveling fucking ad, you know what I mean, to that place that you were just talking about. Like it's out there, man. Like right now they're probably listening to this entire live or something, quite possibly. You mentioned conspiracies and they're like, we got to make sure that they're not too right, or so I think. Conspiracy theory. Guy in India connected you to your webcam right now. False. I have all my shit right in front of me. Thank you very much. I don't need Jake from Jake from Indian Jake. I don't know what I'm saying. I lost it there. I lost it. Anyways, let's finish this thing off.
Right
Ends,
now,
man.
it ends with China having all of your data.
There you go. There you go. That's exactly what Josh was mentioning. Everybody's okay with getting their shit completely spied on and removed and whatnot, as long as it's coming from the same side. Let me know in the comments, in the live chat, or if you're watching in the replay, or if you're just listening. If you are just listening, please, may I suggest switching on to the what's it called? To the audio video podcast. And I'm getting a call as of right now. Give me a sec. Yo, let's
Call
see
from-
who it is.
It's Alex, bro.
If I can just
To accept, press
hear
1.
it.
To
Oh,
send a voicemail, press 2.
sorry about that. I can't hear you. Give me a second. Okay, hello? And we lost the call. I apologize for that. I'm like, I don't know what camera I'm at. I'm listening to the stuff over here, but the phone calls are on this side. So I got to like switch. So I got to switcheroo. Sorry about that. Whoever called, I apologize for that. If you want to try again, go ahead. Be my guest. Let's see. That clip seemed like AI. There we go. Now I should be able to hear you.
Call from.
Let's try again.
Yeah.
To accept, press 1.
Press
to send a voicemail,
1.
press 2.
Hello.
How's it going, bud?
What's going on, Alex? Right?
Nothing much, man. How's it going?
Just here. Like I said,
Nice.
just like I said, this was kind of like your doing, really. I'm looking at the wrong camera again.
I mean, yeah, you're good. I mean, I think honestly, from that conversation, you were kind of a bit passionate about it. So I said, you know what, just do it, man, because you can actually, have fun with a lot of these conspiracy theories. In fact, the one you were talking about right now, the TikTok one, me and my coworker were talking about it. How, of course, the U.S. wants to ban it because China is gathering so much of our information.
Yeah.
But TikTok is one of the only ones also kind of giving information that you won't find here in the United States either. It's weird how it works like that.
Oh, I see. There you go, folks.
Right?
Some more insights on the TikTok banning or TikTok anti-privacy bullshit. Let's see.
For real. Like one example was that of course everything that's going overseas with the war between Russia and Ukraine and a few other things that are going over there leading near Israel. I could have the wrong stated, but I did. I'm sorry about that. But he was talking about how some things are happening and you won't see them here in the U.S. at all, but you see a lot of that going through TikTok.
I honestly forgot about that. To be honest with you, about the whole commotion that's happening over there.
Yes, definitely. And I really wanted to touch on that because I was like, man, you know what? Yeah, maybe the banning of TikTok would be something that we don't really think about because, of course, maybe they are getting a lot of our information, but there's a lot of stuff that's not being said either.
True. Yeah, there's always stuff that
Yeah.
is just always left out. So I believe that. We got a
Yeah,
comment. Hell yeah,
definitely.
America wants to control all media. Ha! Funny.
That wouldn't be the first time now, would it?
Shh, America is the media, bro.
Pretty much, man. But that's one of the reasons we have freedom of the press.
All right, let's move on to this next one. Since we're on this subject on TikTok, let's move over to. I mean, everybody knows Apple. It's like the it thing. Like, also leave it in the comments. You Alex, are you an Apple guy or an Android guy?
I do have an Apple product. Yes, I do.
That's probably one thing we don't agree on.
It's okay. Don't worry. And believe it or not, even in my siblings, me and my younger sister have an Apple, an Apple product, and then my older sister and younger brother both have Android products or Samsung products.
Oh, okay. So you're biased.
Yeah, we're like half and half.
Oh, okay. Leave it in the live chat if you guys are Android users or Apple users, or if you're on the replay, let me know. So this next one, I mentioned Apple because we're gonna talk about the CEO, the guy. He is the guy who pretty much invented Apple, and I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with Steve Jobs.
Yeah,
And
I'm definitely familiar.
all right, cool. So if you're familiar with Steve Jobs, he's the guy who pretty much invented the brand, the logo, and I've mentioned this before in an interview. I think it was with a good friend of mine who also happens to be a podcaster. He's actually the guy who pretty much did the very first podcast. So because of he's actually dubbed the pod, or what was the nickname? Podfather. He was called the Podfather, which is a really, really cool name. I got a comment here. Android says Stephanie, this you're cool. We're cool. We're friends. Apple. Damn it, Josh. Damn it.
Shout out to Stephanie. That's my sister, bro.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Stephanie? We got some siblings in here. And god damn it, Josh. No, I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. So, anyways, this theory it's called the Steve Jobs. It's called Steve Jobs is Alive because there's clips, because everybody knows that he passed away, right? Everybody knows that he's gone. May he rest in peace, or so people think. And then somebody caught some dude who just so happens to look identical to Steve Jobs, to the beard, to the baldness, to the glasses, even right down to the way he sits and thinks, according to people who I guess have worked with him or something like that. So let's go ahead and play this clip here, and you guys let me know if you think this is actually him or he's some sort of doppelganger or clone. I don't know. What do you guys
I've heard the
think?
conspiracy theory that
Holy
Steve
shit.
Jobs is
This is going to be a problem. I'm just going to volume it down. Was that too loud?
I don't think so.
No? I'm just going to volume it down. There we
still
go.
alive. This one is fucking crazy. For those who don't know, Steve Jobs was the co-founder of Apple who helped launch it to where it is today. Sadly, he passed away back in 2011 after his
You notice is he's actually using an Apple product to speak that he's speaking into. You see that?
Yeah. The headset.
The irony.
It's even funnier.
The irony, dude. The fucking irony.
battle with pancreatic cancer. Or did he? Back in 2019, Reddit went fucking crazy.
That's actually true. There were well, to be fair, wireless anything just always works so much better than wireless stuff, because at some point or another it loses connection or buffers and stuff like that. So wire is the way to go if you actually want to, when you want to speak into something. I mean,
I agree.
When one of its users uploaded a picture of a man in Egypt, a man who looks identical to Steve Jobs. People started lighting up the comments section, but not to disprove
at
it,
that.
but to say that they
Look at that.
believe it. People are convinced
that fucking picture right there, does it not look like Steve Jobs?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Look at that.
It kind of does from a little bit on the side.
And then he starts mentioning that he crosses his legs a certain way, and I think they even put up a picture at some point, and like apparently he puts his hands on his chin when he thinks. I don't know. They're gonna mention this right now. Like people who personally know him, I
because
guess.
not only did Steve Jobs specify that he would want to go to Egypt one day, but he was also heavily into Buddhism and spirituality, hence the way this man is dressed. Steve Jobs was also known for crossing his legs while sitting and holding his hand.
Like even right down to the way the fucking guy sits. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
To his chin while he was in deep thought, like the man right here. And everyone said he was just crazy enough to do it. The only thing disproving this theory is that the man is wearing an analog watch, not an Apple Watch. But if you were hiding, would you wear the watch of the company?
He was actually wearing an Android watch at the time, just to let you all know.
Company you founded? What do you think?
I know, right?
He's like, if I wear an Apple product, I'm gonna, give myself away. So instead, let me wear an Android watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a Droid, so it won't make it too obvious.
There you go.
But there you have it. Do y'all think he's alive? Or are we just looking at a very, very good, what's it called? Double ganger.
I mean, if you think about it, he could be alive. There's also that one conspiracy theory that Michael Jackson's still alive, that he just faked his death so he can finally kind of just relax and be able to just enjoy time with his family or something like that. But you never know. Maybe he might still be alive.
That is true. Android watch would burn his skin. This conspiracy holds no water.
That's a good one.
It's like spilling holy water on a vampire, I guess.
Probably, right? It might be. But yeah, you're no kidding. Like, yeah, he does have an exact look. Like, it's kind of like looking at Steve Jobs.
Do it for real. So there you go.
Yeah.
We got the maker of Apple watches, phones, the symbol, even the symbol itself, dude. Like, there's conspiracy saying that's actually representing the apple that Eve bit. So that's another one. That's another one within this theory.
I have never heard of that one. That's the first time I hear about that one, but kind of understand like why that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the forbidden apple. Apparently, that's what they're trying to like, not hint out, but like, there's all kinds of shit that just somehow just connects biblically, and that's their way of doing it.
Yeah, because technically it was forbidden fruit that they weren't supposed to eat, but temptation struck.
All right, so we've gone from the little small things, trippy conspiracies. We've done TikTok, why it's being banned, the SpongeBob theory. We now know the secret to the fucking burgers or the Krabby Patty formula. And apparently Steve Jobs is still somewhere out there just into Buddhism, and that's why he's probably disappeared. Not because he died, but because he's like, meditating somewhere with, I don't know, some bald martial artist of some sort. I don't know.
Hey, think about it. After making billions from his Apple product, I think he's like, hey, now that I have all this, I can finally just chill.
For real, man. That's pretty close to a Batman Bruce Wayne origin story, if you think about it, because he's filthy rich. He's running a bajillion-dollar companies, and what does he do? He disappears. He studies all kinds of martial arts and whatnot, comes back. I swear, if he comes back, he's a real-life Batman. I swear.
Well, it's like he always says, I'm Batman.
I'm
I had
Jobs.
to.
It doesn't.
Oh man,
It doesn't hit
a good
as
one.
it doesn't hit as well, but it sounds hilarious.
Hey, it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah, true. Let's see. Let's go. You know what? Let's go. Let's bump it up a little bit. Because I think I got like two or three that are just like are getting there. But let's bump it up a little bit. Let's get slightly, I guess, political. There's a theory out there, and I think this one came out when Trump was still in the White House. This one's called America's Last President. It's a theory that what's his face, Trump's son, is actually a time traveler from the future. I don't know if you heard about this one, sir.
This one actually is kind of new to me. I heard something along the lines of that, but not 100% of it.
Sweet. So this is gonna freaking blow your mind. So yeah, let's play this song, bitch.
All right.
Donald Trump be America's last president? There's this book called The Last President by Ingersoll Lockwood. The main character is a boy named Barron Trump who is a time traveler, which coincidentally is the name of Trump's son. And then the book starts off in New York City on 5th Avenue. Trump has a tower on 5th Avenue.
That same fucking building. I think they were protesting something against him in that very building. And I don't remember what it was, but I remember there was some big commotion. Trump. This was before Trump was what's it called, running again. Because I know when Trump was running, he was saying all kinds of bullshit just to kind of like. It was between him and Biden, and I don't know if you remember that that whole debate. They were just kind of like telling each other off like little children.
Yes, I remember that debate.
And this was before that, so I don't know what he said or what he did. I think he was talking to somebody. He was like working some sort of bet, and people were like worried that he was like coming up with some sort of scheme. And this is where the building that he mentioned that I don't think they're going to show it, but that's the building, and from that Trump owns. Sorry, we got another comment on here. Anyone named Trump doing something cool is impossible, huh?
Okay, sure.
Well, all right. I'm gonna keep playing this. This is good. That was a total like.
Right.
I'm not saying it sucked. It just got like completely like brain farted the shit out of me.
In the book, it's a very politically divided America, which ends up leading to the last president. In the book, Barron Trump becomes good friends with someone named LaFay Pence. So we got Trump and Pence co-starring in The Last President. Now here's where it gets really trippy. John Trump, Donald Trump's uncle, was the engineer who worked on Tesla's inventions. If you've never heard of Nikola Tesla, he was defamed by Thomas Edison for making free alternative energy.
Are you familiar with Nikola Tesla?
Yes, I am familiar with him.
I am a huge fan of his work. So when this dude was brought up, I'm like, no fucking way. Like this has to be true, because the Tesla invented some stuff that the government wanted get their little gritty, greasy, fat hands on, and he's just like, he wouldn't let them have it, and that's why he's gone. That's why he's gone, and his stuff.
Yeah, a lot of his stuff did disappear, and they actually threw a story there that, he just kind of went insane. I was like, did he really?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which wasn't profitable. One of the apparent inventions of Tesla was anti-gravity time travel, which was one of the machines that Donald Trump's uncle was working on, but it was inconclusive. And to top it off, look up FBI Vault Nikola Tesla. It says he's from a different planet.
Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
Tesla was also a time traveler himself.
Interesting. He came back to leave some information, vital information for your everyday life.
Power bills don't exist with this invention, with his invention. What? What power bills? What are you talking about?
Right? It's just like that other thing of there was actually this particular person that invented a carburetor that can actually make gasoline last for 100 miles a gallon. But then apparently the government found out about it and they're like, hey, yeah, you need to get rid of that. If not, we're going to do something about you. And so when he started noticing that so many cars, like regular government cars, were not spying on him, he decided to just discontinue that invention.
Oh, apparently, Josh says that you'll get that reference, that last reference he threw out. Apparently, it's a Lori Beth Denver. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it's from All That. Remember that one?
I actually don't remember that one. That's why I was like,
And
yeah.
now we got Lori Beth Denver with vital information for your everyday life.
Oh, that one, yeah. I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about the power bills thing.
No, don't worry about that.
I thought that was it. I'm like, I don't fucking remember that. God damn it, Josh.
I think what Extra was saying was that if they could have implemented Tesla's invention, we wouldn't necessarily actually have to worry about power bills. But
okay,
of course,
that makes sense now.
Yeah,
it's been elaborate. Awesome. And you mentioned the some dude who invented something to make gas last longer.
it was like a carburetor. This carburetor would make the gas, instead of how like now in our times, the gas can last you perhaps 30 miles a gallon, more or less.
Okay.
If you have a hybrid, maybe 45.
Okay, yeah.
Well, this man back, I don't remember the exact year, but definitely it was a little bit before the 80s. He invented a carburetor that can actually, what's it called? Make your gas last about 100 gallons, for 100 gallons,
Chill out, Josh.
As he put it in the car, he noticed, hey, it works. So instead of having to, run with only 30 miles a gallon, you can do 100 miles a gallon, which is pretty cool. Your gas would last you quite a long time. But of course, government said, hey, you can't do that. You're going to put us out of business, or not necessarily the government, but, the gas companies. So yeah, they started kind of telling him, hey, you don't get rid of this, you're gone. And they tried to just make it sound like it was just some kind of conspiracy theory, but supposedly, just like the conspiracy theory, it's kind of like almost a true story.
Wow. So you mean to say we would have limitless gas?
Almost. In fact, as you can see now,
I threw in a
Tesla
fart
brand
joke
is
in
just
there.
making an
I don't know if you
all-electric.
caught that one.
Yes, we did. I did. I did. But I just had to, man, like, do I laugh or do I giggle? Giggity.
Anyways.
And with that one, shout out to my goddaughter, Ashwee. She's also watching the podcast now.
Oh, nice. What's going? What was her name again?
Her name's Ashley, but I call her Ashwee. It's like my pet name
Oh.
for her.
Hi, hello to Ashley out there. Thank you for joining, ma'am. And to add to your your theory, the next one that I'm about to play is because I know the last time we hung out, we were talking about we brought up 70 Show, because 70 Show is my all-time favorite show ever. And in that 70 Show, one of the characters, Hyde, when they're in the circle, there's always the mention of there was a guy who made a car that ran on water, man.
Oh yeah,
That's exactly
probably the best running gag.
this is exactly it. This is the guy who invented the car that runs on water. I finally get to watch this now. I'm gonna go and play it and get into that 70s mood right now.
Stanley Myers. He created a car that runs on water. Well, hydrogen, but water. See, this invention would have changed the world. So a lot of oil-rich nations were sitting there and trying to buy the patent from him, but he wouldn't sell. If the world wasn't dependent on gas anymore, imagine how much money would change hands.
Imagine how much money we would. How much money do you think we would not be wasting on gas? Like, really think about it.
Man, to be quite honest, we would be saved, or we would actually have saved, just for us, probably close to millions, or for a single person, I would say close to thousands of dollars, maybe over like 100,000. I mean, and worldwide, we probably could have saved billions, from not having to produce gas. Also could have helped us, maybe also produce less pollution as well. That would have been a big one too.
Like we definitely have a new business model. No shit, dude. Hells yeah. But then, if you kind of twist that around, yes, we would save thousands of dollars, but because vehicles will run on water, eventually they will start taxing us just to fucking, swim at the fucking beach, because it'll be like, no, because that's fuel that you're swimming in. You know what I mean?
You know what? You're not wrong about that. You're absolutely right.
Which is messed
and
up.
That's actually, yeah. And believe it or not, did you mention that there's another theory about how supposedly global warming is a BS thing, but because we know that, because it's more about the taxation stuff. I was like, I could believe that, but I
True.
mean, then again, that's the one thing we can't get away from, right? Taxes.
Yeah. True. Those goddamn taxes, man. You can't get away with them. The IRS does not fuck around.
No, they do not, man. They know what you owe from the day you were born, man, even when you didn't have a job.
Fuck that.
Since they couldn't buy the patent, they sat there and tried to debunk him. They claimed he was a fraud and all that. While still trying to buy the patent, our own government and foreign governments started to harass him. He said he feared for his life. Then guess what happened? He went to a restaurant with his brother to meet some Belgian investors and he died.
Just like that. What a coincidence. What a coincidence.
Exactly. Most of these inventors, that are trying to help us out, help, the common man out, somehow, in some way, they die or mysteriously disappear.
You're funny, man. You're funny. Freaking Josh.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, dude, like these people, like there's this kid actually right now. I don't know if they got to him yet, but there's this kid right now who invented, he's like, I want to say Africa, I'm not sure. He invented something that would it would use plastic as fuel. And that's just like, that's recent. And he's been posting videos of his results and his process, how he went about inventing the damn thing. And like, I'm a little worried for him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't blame you. Oh, if you think about it, I mean, plastic is actually made, from oil, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's actually how it's produced. So breaking it down could be another way to use it as fuel.
Yeah.
I can understand why you would worry, because if he actually figures out a formula to start using plastic for fuel for vehicles or to even run equipment, that could also, fuel even some of, or spark some of the fuel companies to say, hey, there's another guy trying to take our business.
Yeah, exactly. So I fear for that kid, man. Hopefully, I probably messed up just by bringing him up again. Like someone out there who's listening to this podcast is going out there like, oh, we got him. That was the guy. That's the kid.
Right.
Fuck, he died yelling and screaming and throwing up black shit, saying that he was poisoned. But the coroner said he had a brain aneurysm, and now his brother refuses to talk about it.
Boom. They paid the brother off, bro.
Dang.
I know. Not even fucking family.
What does that tell you?
That you can buy off family to be quiet and to get rid of you. Shit. That's messed up.
It's pretty much saying, it's pretty much telling him, hey, look, we understand we killed your brother, all right? But look, here's quite a few million for you to retire, man. Hey, you don't have to work for the rest of your life. And I'll tell you what, you pay half your taxes only.
No shit. What's going on, Jackin? On
how you doing, Jackin?
On freaking Instagram. I'm trying to freaking multitask here. Yeah, there we go. What's going on, Jackin? If you're still around watching on Instagram, what's going on, man? We got another comment on here. Where the hell my fucking mouse go? There we go. When
in your hand.
Oh wait, we already saw that one. In your hand. All right. Oh, here it is. That's JFK. How that works out for you? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, of course.
Right.
JFK is, he had some of the best. No, I'm kidding.
The JFK assassination. I was actually just watching something about that. Because he was dating Marilyn Monroe, and Marilyn Monroe saw way too much what the Kennedys were doing, and then he was gonna like rat something out on that too, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it went down.
Yeah,
like
I know there's a few conspiracy theories for his assassination. One of them was that I think he was going to pretty much mention something very top secret. And of course, a lot of the people who run the country said, hey, he can't be letting that out.
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, how do we do this? And so that's when the assassination happened in Dallas, Texas. And there's even another one there that at the time, George Bush Sr. was actually head of the CIA during that time.
Oh, what's going on,
There's
Amanda?
A big one on that one.
I think I'm in the wrong camera. There we go.
And man, if I find that where I found that story, man, I'll send it to you. Trust me, it's a good one. It really makes you think. You're like, did they have something to do with this?
Oh, Josh has got some more stuff on presidents, but he can't type it out here. Ooh.
Interesting.
Damn. Can you talk about it?
We could have a drink.
Can you talk about it? You can't type it, but can you talk about it? That's probably the worst, right? That's what got JFK killed. Shit. Nah, never mind. There's gotta be some sort of way to subliminally send it over here without it being too obvious. But I wouldn't have the slightest clue how to go about that. But speaking of, let's go back to these conspiracies. I think somebody mentioned they did not. But anyways, so we went from like little bitty small trippy conspiracy theories, and now we went up here to how the cars ran on water, or what was it, hydrogen, I think he said. So we went to that. Now let's bump it down just a little bit, and now I'm gonna go into music, because I love music. I'm sure everybody here can agree. Music is music is life. I think music is like emotions, just like finding ways out through music. That's what I think about it. And when people start messing with music, that's just annoying. Not only is annoying, it's madness, dude. It's madness. It's evil. And that's what this is. And the name of this theory is called the radio music lyrics theory. So apparently all these famous pop artists and I think a little bit of everybody does it. So basically, when they say stuff or they sing phrases like la 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 or na 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 na, apparently they're actually saying names of some certain gods or something like that.
Yeah, I think I've heard on something like that. I've heard of something similar to what you're talking about. Yeah, no. Where did I hear it? I think I heard it on YouTube.
I think you hear it every day on the radio. Or does anybody still listen to radio now? I had a conversation not too long ago with this old friend of mine. It's like radio's dead, and I told her like it's half true, because radio stations now are technically considered podcasts now. So that's another one.
It's just like that song says, man. Video killed the radio star.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here we go. People messing, and Josh over here is like just dying to like somehow send us some juicy president lore.
Yeah, I can tell you're really trying.
So here we go. We're gonna go into some music conspiracy theories now. Here we go.
Every single radio song, they always use like la
It's the same guys with the SpongeBob theory, by the way.
La 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 la. Or rah rah
What does that mean?
They're all names of Egyptian gods.
No way.
The most famous one is the deity Nana, the moon god, a Mesopotamian moon god. So singing these songs is what?
I was kind of a little bit disappointed that they brought up Lady Gaga, because I'm like low key like a fan of her because I actually enjoy her stuff, and then they bring her up. I'm like, oh, come on, don't do that.
She's actually the reason why people pronounce my name correctly now.
What?
Oh yeah, have you heard her song Alejandro?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, believe it or not, I started noticing that when that song came out, I guess people say Elto, so that's how you say that name.
Nice. Oh, Josh
Yeah.
here still listens to 96.3 every day on the drive home. What kind of station is that? I forget where you're from. What kind of radio station are we talking? And you know what? Now that you bring that up, I do still listen to what is it? 100.1, the only rock station here in the home city, Laredo, Texas. That's the station I listen to. Let's see. This dude looked like Jafar from Aladdin.
Oh, that was in the video. He kind of does. I just saw that.
A young Jafar.
Yeah, before he went evil.
Oh my god. Oh man, I messed up there. There we
of
go.
Egyptian gods.
No way.
The most famous one is the deity Nana, the moon god, a Mesopotamian moon god. So singing these songs is what? It's preaching, praying to that thing. So you hear Rihanna say it all the time.
Was not surprised with Rihanna, because Rihanna is like right up there with like Jay-Z, Beyonce. Like they took Beyonce. Beyonce's like queen of that freaking that cult that is the music agency or the music business. So I wasn't surprised that they brought her up. And like I've been keeping my eye out for Beyonce, man. Like ever since I think she did like a Super Bowl or something like that, and I've just been very
A few years ago, yeah.
I've been very conspicuous because she's been doing some shady shit. And in fact, there was this one theory that I happened to run into when I was searching some of these clips, where there's a theory that she actually has a clone, and they actually show them standing next to each other. Apparently, she takes her with her, like her doppelganger or whatever, and you can kind of sort of tell them apart because Beyonce has like this like long-ish kind of face. The doppelganger's got like this flattish type of chin. I think Beyonce's got like a like slightly smaller nose, and the reason why they back up this theory is because they show her tour dates, and they're literally like a day or two behind. So it's like, how does she actually do it to travel in just a day or two to these different locations? Which is why they think like that's who she uses. And I think there's even been like videos and pictures of her actually performing as well.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because it's just as an example. If you're performing, in New York City one day, but you got to be in LA to perform by a certain time. I mean, yes, you can still take a flight all the way over there.
Yeah.
But think about it. You would lose. Well, actually, you would gain some time. But if you do it the other way, from LA to New York, you would lose time.
True.
You have a point, for them to be kind of continuous. It's possible, but man, this woman would be exhausted.
Exactly. It's either. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she owns a private jet. That would be the fastest way to go. And if not,
true,
flying, actual airlines. But then you got like, there's always the issues of the flights being canceled and whatnot. You're having to travel to this place to be able to get to the other and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't know. There's a lot to think about. Oh, here we go. A lot of music artists have used doubles at shows without anyone noticing, especially in the days before mass media. Look at Elvis. He's still going. He is not, is he?
That's true. I mean, Elvis technically is still going. No, it's a good question, actually. If you go to Vegas, you'll actually see him a lot.
Well, I guess, but I mean well, I guess. Fine. I'll agree to that one. It's just trying to keep the king
Unless you wanna
alive.
just- that, or unless we finally realize that he just went home.
Yeah, that too. It's like kind of how you mentioned with Michael Jackson. There's a lot of people like really fixing themselves to look like the white version of him. So it's like they're paying props
Right.
to them or something. I don't know. Tribute is the word. Let's keep playing this thing.
Yeah.
There are songs they do it though. Another one in Egyptian culture.
Yeah.
Ra is the sun god, the creator of all other gods and humans. And you can hear Lady Gaga singing.
What other ones are there?
Tyler the Creator. So La is the deity, is a minor ancient Egyptian moon god who eventually becomes Khonshu.
This is the one. There we go. They showed it right there. This is responsible for Moon Knight for all my Marvel fans out there. So artists are chanting the Egyptian god that raised freaking Moon Knight. I think that was pretty badass. A little weird, but pretty badass just because of that. Leave in the comments if you guys
Man, I just learned
watched
something new
the
on that
show.
one.
So what's up?
Yeah, I didn't even know about that. I just learned something new.
Oh, there you go. Leave in the comments in the live chat or in the replay any what's it called? Moon Knight fans out there. If you checked out the show, it's an awesome show. They got to really speed it up with that season 2, man. Let's keep playing this shite.
God is supposed to be the one that helps Moon Knight. I don't know if you know Marvel like that.
No.
But that's the moon god.
Boom. There we go. Ends it with Moon Knight. That's what I like about this. But there you go. Apparently, according to our friend Josh, they've been doing this since ever, apparently. But it's the thought of it that just kind of like kind of baffles me, because it's like, if they can do that, and then not only that, they also do those skin masks. That's been coming up a lot, and there's like clips. I think one of them was even like one of Biden. He's like scratching the back of his neck, and then once he's done scratching, the skin is, he's old, right? But it's not like that old saggy skin, because old saggy skin goes down at some point. The skin was literally just like lifted up like a literal mask. And there's been a few people.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, dude, those skin masks are popping up all over the place. And there's the theory that not only are specific artists that are using them just to kind of like, I guess, live a normal life, I guess, or something like that, but there's also the theory that there's also lizard people and aliens using them to, wander around. There's been a lot of those clips too. Man, I don't have any of those. I went
That would
for
explain the Men in Black.
exactly.
Yeah.
Those movies gives us hidden messages. You just got to really pay attention to them. That's what I think movies are for. They're there to warn us, which
agree.
scares the shit out of me, because I can't remember the name of the movie right now, but it was a movie that was produced by Obama himself, and I can't remember it right now. I'm gonna have to look that shit up right now, because it's gonna fucking bug me. I watched it on Netflix, and it's basically a country that takes us down with a what's it called, the cyber war, and they just knock down absolutely everything, and shit just goes to hell, because we just start, in the movie, everybody starts coming at each other, because that's the thing that everybody's worried about. If it
Leave
were
the
to work to
World
happen.
Behind. Is it that one?
That's the one. You beat me to it.
Yeah. I was curious, and now I'm like, wait, he produced a movie?
Oh yeah. I'm out of here. Gotta go live with Pro Wrestling Show. Shout out to Alex and BC Gang. Peace out, sir. Good luck on your wrestling one. head on over after this to Sleeper House Extra Extra on the wrestling sauce. I think if I'm correct, that's what he calls it. And check that out if you're a wrestling fan. And let's move right on to the next one. This one's a bit. This one was really, really weird because it has to do with colors. So apparently, the color blue was never a thing, like ever. It was never in the English language. I don't remember the details, but I'm gonna play the clip right now. It's this podcast. I like them a lot. It's called Ninjas Are Butterflies. Shout out to Ninjas Are Butterflies. They explain why blue was never a thing, and this was he uses the example of some sort of tribe because they show the color blue to this tribe, and apparently this tribe couldn't even see it or something like that. It has to do with something less psychological, so I can't really explain it very well. But I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and it's gonna blow y'all's minds.
Blue was never written down.
Weird.
In like all this, like blue was never a word.
Weird.
They didn't have a word for that color?
No.
Okay.
When they would describe like the ocean and stuff like that, they would describe it as like a green.
What?
And yeah. And so the theory.
They're saying that the ocean was green. I think they're mistaking it for the Rio Grande here. To be honest,
I think so.
Is if you
Imagine
can't
the green one.
connect a word with a color, can you not see that color? Because your brain, and so they did an experiment.
That's crazy.
They did an experiment in this tribe and somewhere in Africa. It was like the bush people, and they also have never heard the word blue. And so they gave this graph, and it's this graph of like.
I have something else to add on to the blue, and it's something that I only did for Patreon, and I think it's be okay to summarize it a little bit because that color blue, man, is a dangerous color. Let me tell you.
Like 12 squares, and they're all green, right? And then there's one that's like a bluish green, very different. Like all of us would be like, oh yeah, that one's different. And they had these people look at it, and they were staring at it, and it took them so long to figure out which color was different because they don't know what to look for in the blue. They're like, find the one that's different. It was weird.
There you have it. The color blue was never a thing.
So it was never technically a color or even a word, as he said. It was nowhere in there.
Never was.
Huh.
And I said I was going to summarize it, but I think I'm going to like just mention because we brought up aliens here and there, and now the color blue, and it all kind of sort of connects to what happened in Hawaii, because the name came up as a Project Blue Sky because of people that were around the area when it happened, because apparently there were scientists, and all this is stemming from TikTok. All fucking TikTok is a bunch of fucking snitches. So apparently scientists explain what they think happened in Hawaii. So what happened was everything caught on fire, not counting the celebrity houses, which is complete total bullshit. But everything besides that, what didn't catch on fire was everything that was the color blue. And scientists actually proved that by experimenting and showing that the only way for anything that was blue to survive was by using this particular laser. And they do demonstrations, and they shoot stuff with this laser in other types of colors, and all colors. They all disintegrate. They all fucking burst into flames. They bust out a blue, and it goes right past it. Doesn't even fucking touch it. So
whoa,
that theory, like that's scary. And there's like rumors and theories saying that the way that the world is going to end is by an alien invasion, but not the alien invasion that we actually think it is. It's going to be all holographs, and it's all going to be done by our own government with the help of their actual holographic what's the word I'm looking for? Equipment and
Projection?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're using that and whatever it is that they use in Hawaii to, annihilate us apparently. And this kind of also clicks together with if you were here in the beginning of the podcast, I mentioned this bald guy who supposedly channels his higher being from the future, and apparently he's saying that we're gonna have contact in the year 2026, between 2026 and 2027. And I call bullshit on that because of the way he says it. He says words like, when that day comes, y'all need to be open and be out there with open mind and just accept and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker is just trying to get us killed. He's using the
I
wrong
think
words.
so. For all you know, we might just get attacked by Smurfs, man.
Oh shit. Or no, Grays. I don't even know about that one.
That too. Or the avatars.
Yeah, and I think this next clip, if I'm not mistaken, this one, oh no, wait, this one has to do with mind control, which is right up there with aliens, because the stereotype of us, them abducting us, mind controlling, probing for some weird reason.
And in certain areas too.
In certain areas, it's like a weird alien fetish or something. I don't know.
Yeah. If you watch the very first episode of South Park, you know what we're talking about.
Oh hell yeah, man! That totally explains it. So this one has to do with mind control, and this one is called the MK Ultra Mind Control. And when I say MK, it's not Mortal Kombat. And I think they even reference that there as well. So let's see what they did or are doing with mind control.
This conspiracy theory is about mind control. Today, we're talking MK Ultra. And no, MK Ultra is not the latest Mortal Kombat
Haha, called it.
game. MK Ultra was a project by the CIA that actually applied mind control techniques to unwilling participants. That's right, on US and Canadian citizens.
That's a creepy ass picture that he used right there. I'm gonna see if I can rewind it. Look at that shit. That's something out of a horror movie. Look at that shit. That lineup. It's whether a very creepy picture or a picture of a very popular goth band. What I'm looking at. That's what it looks like to me. Let's keep playing this thing.
In citizens. This included drugging them with psychoactive drugs such as LSD. The idea was to try to figure out how to mind control hostages to get the most amount of information. Some of the things they did included electroshocks, hypnosis, isolation, even verbal and sexual abuse, and other forms of torture.
That sexual abuse thing is kind of still happening. It's still a thing. It's coming up a lot. I don't even know if it's safe for me to even say that word. I apologize to YouTube if that's a big no-no, but no, I mean, he said it. It should be fair. Should be fair. And yeah, that's being thrown around a lot, especially when it comes to celebrities. First one that comes to mind, P. Diddy. What's happening with P. Diddy is just like, whoa, off that shit. So yeah, that's still thing that's still being practiced, quote unquote. And yeah, let's keep playing this thing.
To their own citizens. This happened at over 80 locations in the United States and Canada. While all the files from the 1950s project were ordered to be destroyed, it became public in 1977.
Boom. There we go. Mind control, how it was done, and how I'm pretty sure it's still like a thing. And I believe I think I might have lost the call. Are you still there, Alex? I think I might have lost it.
I'm still here. Can you hear me, buddy? I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think let me switch headphones. I think this one's dying.
Gotcha. But
there we go. Okay.
So yeah, that's freaking mind control. Leave it in the live chat. you guys have anything to say about mind control? Because like honestly, we can probably all go on and on about all of these to be honest, but the mind control is just something that has been trying to be perfected. No, what am I talking about? It's a thing. Like they do it to us through our phones. They do it through us through music, which sucks. That part pisses me off. And I mean, it's there.
I feel like it's done in so many ways
Yeah.
because I mean, as he said in the video, and you could see it there. Like the CIA is the first one that practiced with this particular thing. Like he said, using drugs, some other forms as well. But the one thing is that now, in fact, when I used to work in the oil field, I'm talking years ago. Whew, it's been that long. I actually was talking to an old coworker, and he was mentioning how they would sometimes implant like these little chips on certain animals to see if they could actually control their movements. It was like another experiment they were doing there too, and it was kind of working. I don't recall if he said if it was something that was still going or if it was something they're experimenting with, but chances are if they're experimenting and if it was a good success, what's to stop them from going into human trial?
True. You know, I'm not with I'm not about animal cruelty, but I mean there is such thing as colors that zap for training purposes. So if it falls under that, then I will kind of sort of have to not have to, but I will kind of like it for one reason only. Just imagine your dog being able to actually, understand you, and you're just like, bring me a beer. And it brings you a beer, dude. Like, that's the only cool thing I see about it. or you're in the John and you're like, fuck, I'm out of toilet. You tell your dog to fetch it and it'll bring it to you.
I mean, if you had the power of Bruce Almighty, you could probably do that.
Bruce Almighty or Dr. Doolittle?
Yeah. Well, Dr. Doolittle can talk to animals. Bruce Almighty can just do a full control.
Well,
but of
yeah.
course, he wasn't cruel to his dog because he loves his dog.
That's true. But to be fair, he was literally God. Doolittle is just
he was.
Doolittle's just like, I don't know, was just able to talk and have conversations.
For real.
Jeez.
Yeah. Where he's trying to teach the bear to be, the alpha bear.
Yeah. True. And we are right down. I said there was 10, and we're right down to the last. This is not so much of a conspiracy, but more of a real story. And we're just mentioning cruelty to animals. This one is right up there, but with the humans. This one, I don't know, I can't remember the guy's name, but there was a true story where this guy abducted I think it was a little boy. Abducted this little boy, abused him sexually and whatnot, and the kid was just traumatized. Like he couldn't even sleep at night because they took the guy to trial somehow. I think he did like a little jail time and then, was free to roam. And the kid, knowing that, was just like, he couldn't sleep. And the dad was just like, he didn't know what to do. So he took matters into his own hands, shot down his kid's abuser. And you can find this clip in certain places. I think you can even find it on TikTok too. And a lot of people consider him a hero. Some people think that that's just cruel. What is your feedback on that?
I can see the dad's point of view because, I mean, I know you're a dad, and I'm sure you understand.
Oh,
that,
hell yeah.
If somebody were to hurt your kids, man, and you see your kids suffering, pretty much the child had PTSD, post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
And he just couldn't, what's it called? He just couldn't deal with what was going on because everything that he sees, and then out of nowhere, hey, my abuser's out of jail. So now he's scared. What if this person comes back for me? So, I mean, you as a dad, you look at him and say, hey, you know what? I mean, do you really think that's justice? Oh, okay, well, yeah, you kidnapped this child, you hurt him, you abused him in every way possible. We'll give you 5 years.
Yeah.
You're looking at it like, are you serious? That's what you're gonna do?
Yep.
So it's to protect his son. He just took matters in his own hands. And that's why sometimes, I mean, we're not anyone to actually make those kind of calls, but
Yeah.
I can see his point of view on why he would do it. It's just once you make that choice, there's no going back.
Exactly. I think the dad even he too also got some jail time. I honestly I didn't really read that far in, but I would be one of those people who actually consider him a hero because like you said, I am a dad. I would probably lose my shit too. So I back up the dad on
if
that.
that were my child, I would do the exact same thing, man. I know it's gonna come with a consequence.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's something that hurts a parent deep down more than anything, because someone's hurting, your child.
Yeah.
So why would you just want to sit back? Think of the movie Taken. Liam Neeson went, the other side of the world just to save his daughter.
Yeah. God damn, that's a good movie too, man. Shit. But
I would love to have those skills, man. Trust me.
I have a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare to people like you.
Dude, we should have a movie night. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I smell the next watch party now.
There you go.
There we go.
Next season is ready.
Hells yeah. And this next clip is very close connected to that, except it's a mother that took the hit, and she herself, just like that dad, took matters into her own hands. But that clip of the dad, there's a clip of him actually shooting the guy because there was reporters following the abuser because they were just taking him out of court or something like that, and then the dad was waiting for him in a phone booth. And anybody out there who's watching who remembers phone booths, those are whether sketchy or very useful. Sketchy in this situation. And he just waited for him and just took the shot right there. And in this clip, the mother, like being how women are, she just walked into the courtroom herself and did the job, dude. I'm gonna show it to you right now.
1981, in a crowded courtroom in Germany, Marianne Bachmeier pulled out a pistol and shot Klaus Grabowski, the man accused of murdering her daughter. A year earlier,
I want everybody who's in the live right now or in the replay to take a really good look at that face, dude. There's no regret in that face. Like she's like, that's a job well done face. Like,
oh yeah, she went in there with a plan, executed that plan, and you could see it. Like, I have no regret with my actions.
Exactly. Like that. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same face the dad did. Well, after he got taken down by police officers. Here, like, this seems a bit more casual. Like, they literally just lowered her hand and are just holding her. The dad got tackled down, but I guess it's like, the guy girl difference, I guess. But
the male female difference. I guess if saw the man as a little bit more of a threat, hey, we got to pin him down with her. It's like, okay, just hold her.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, take a really good look at that face, man. Like, that's just like, it's intense. It's intense to see.
Marianne's 7-year-old daughter,
really
Anna, was abducted, assaulted, and murdered by Grabowski, a convicted sex offender. This heart-wrenching loss drove Marianne to take justice into her own hands. The courtroom shooting shocked the world.
And there we got the blood smear on the courtroom too. It looks like the body got dragged out. Like they didn't even bother trying to pick it up. They just dragged it out by the looks of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, it's like the guy's dead. Like, do we just leave him there? It's like, now take him out as fast as you can.
Yeah. Leave no.
Yeah.
Well, it's no point to leaving no evidence. The blood's all over the place, right? But still, like, damn, right in the
And
goddamn
everybody
courtroom.
was a witness there.
Exactly, dude. Like, you still see everybody in the suits back there, like, talking about what the fuck just happened. Damn, dude. Like, that literally just happened.
Oh yeah, and you can see it from like the moment she walks in. She doesn't even hesitate to pull that gun out. She pulls it out, points it, and just opens fire. Doesn't even count how many rounds she shot off.
Nope.
Marianne was charged with murder, but her actions sparked a heated debate on justice and vigilante retribution. She was eventually convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 6 years in prison, serving
that,
3.
though, that she completely opened up a completely new thing. And what are they calling the retribution? Like, she just
yes, that's it.
like they literally like invented something totally different because of her. No, what I don't know if the guy was first or she was first. This was in 1981, sorry. I don't know when the guy did it.
Oh, man, and my coworker Joseph actually told me the story about the dad who killed the the sex offender. But man, I'm trying to remember what year it is. I really don't recall either.
Well, either way, I'm gonna safely say that she's probably the it girl that caused this vigilante the rule that the court had to make up just because of the photos. You pay attention to the photos and even how these people are dressed. This style is 80s.
Yeah.
And
I think I might have found the year. Let me see it. I believe the dad might have taken place in 1984.
84. Okay, there we go. She was the OG vigilante shooter then. There you have it.
Yeah.
Hell have no fury than a pissed off chick, dude. For reals.
Well, think of a mama bear, man. Anybody gets close to her cubs, it's not like she's gonna be like, "Hey, can you go away?" That bear will charge at you and make sure that you're done.
Or shoot you a couple times in the face.
In this case.
After her release, Marianne sought peace, living quietly in Nigeria and later in Sicily. She passed away in 1996 and was buried next to her daughter.
Well, that had a slight happy ending. She's reunited with her little girl again.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I'm more sure it was very difficult for her to see what's it called? Her daughter, like, for what happened to her daughter. That's not going to be easy for anybody. Heck, if I were a parent, that wouldn't be easy for me either.
Yep. So there you have it, y'all. That last one wasn't quite a conspiracy theory, but a real eye-opener, true story, and just quite frankly badass. Like, leave it in the live comments or in the replay. What are y'all's thoughts? What are y'all's feedbacks when it comes to this kind of vigilante type of not revenge? I'll use the word revenge. What is your
In a way,
take on
that's
it?
what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I mean, like, it's not like a silly supervillain trying to take over the world revenge. It's like, this is like you fuck with the wrong family type of revenge.
Just think of a law-abiding citizen. That's actually probably one of the best examples right there too.
True. That's another one.
Yeah, that's actually a good movie as well, man. I mean, the way he goes, to not only avenge his family from the people that hurt his family, but he was also going after the people that protected, these rapists and murderers. Like, what? Are you serious? They're like, damn.
True. Well, that is it for this live Buzzcast podcast. That ends season 4, y'all. I think this was a pretty cool way to go about it. Gotta give thanks to Mr. Alejandro, who's on the line still here for this idea.
Thank you, bud. Thank you. I know this is something that you're passionate about, especially when it comes to conspiracy theories. So I feel that's why I had to mention to you. Like, you know what? This is the best idea you can do.
True. I mean, it's always
Yeah.
fun. It's always fun to jump into a rabbit hole, especially because
Right?
conspiracy theories, rabbit holes are just endless, man. Endless.
Yeah, we can go for hours in these kinds of subjects.
True. Well,
Yeah. In fact, if I find my book, I will actually lend it to you. It's kind of not about conspiracies, but it's about kind of actually something similar. If I find it, I'll definitely lend it to you, man.
nice. And that does it for that. Thank you, Alex, for calling, for sticking around. And
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
oh, for sure. And we gotta hang out again sometime. And quite possibly, we might have hinted out a little future. What is it called? Watch party, possibly.
Watch party. Yeah.
Yeah, quite possibly. So again, thank you for joining.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you having me, man. And I can't wait for season 5. And just one last thing, if for any of you guys that are still out there, my heaviest recommendation is join Patreon. My friend Raymond puts out a lot of good stuff out there. If you want to see it in early access, you'll find it there.
There you go. I put up a Patreon only podcast where I actually tell my personal theory, one that actually scares the shit out of me. So if you want to hear that, head on to Patreon / Booze and Chill. Scary stuff, scary real stuff, guys.
That's a good one.
Like, no, that scares me just thinking about it. But yeah.
Yep. When I heard it, I was like, oh dang.
All right, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna have to. Damn, to be honest, I don't even know when, because I want to take a break from the podcast. How long? I haven't decided yet. So I just keep on the lookout. YouTube, all the socials, and like my friend said, any exclusive stuff behind the scenes, early release. Maybe I'll even announce it there first before anywhere else. Who knows? But
oh hell yeah!
who knows, man? But that ends the podcast. Shit. Now that I'm actually doing this, it's kind of a little bit sad, but at the same time, I'm glad I'm gonna take a break from it because I get to work on other things that I want to do. But
yeah, and plus, I know you want to spend it with the kids too, man.
Yeah, that too. Spend a little bit more time. Podcasts are a little bit long, stuff like that. So, yeah, it works out. All right, guys. That's it for that. I will catch you guys for the next season 5. Again, just keep track, and I will catch you guys and the YouTube channel. The videos are still coming, minus the podcast. So I'll catch you guys there. And and remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. Alex, thank you for joining. Catch you guys later.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Cheers.